Hey guys, good, the bad, and the unusual. This is going to be a regular episode, but this one's going to be packed full of good stuff, so
Extra stuff.
we'll try and make it go fast. First, I'd like to show some mail that we got.
Super not comfortable. Okay, I'm good now.
Alright, first thing we got was from Sweetiz. He sent us Motel Hell. I know you can get this in a double feature here in the United States, but I don't really like double features. I like when stuff has its own case, and besides, that cover is way cooler than
Definitely.
the American cover. So that was awesome. We sent him the working print for Beautiful Girl Hunter, and he sent us that bad boy. So that's awesome. The next are three. They're not really mail. They're more like email, but we got them from Richard. It's more covers that he made. So he made a cover for Hands of Steel. These are just the covers that he made that we actually have.
Girlfriend from Hell, which we watched this last night. Hilarious.
Yeah, that's a must-own right there.
Definitely.
And then Wizard of the Lost Kingdom. And we'll talk about this again shortly.
That's bad.
Okay, the next package we got was from Chris, and I'll give you some,
Okay.
and you
Yeah.
will alternate here.
These fucking hilarious. I like those ones. You gave me some good ones.
Alright, you go first. We'll
Okay.
alternate.
We set up a trade with Mr. Ramon 420, or aka Chris, and he had like tons of stuff he wanted from us, so he went on our Amazon and went crazy. So now we have all these awesome things to show you. The first things that he sent us are the Fakuns. I had number 1, and he sent us all the rest.
Show the inside of those too.
They are,
I like the inside art.
yeah. What's that freaking thing called that we sold?
It's like Vermilion Pleasure Night.
Yeah,
It's
we
a-
watched that, and it had like a couple of these, and I hated everything else but this, so I bought the first one. And now Chris has gotten the complete set for us. Aren't this one crazy too? Yeah.
That is all pretty good.
Basically, it's like skits with mannequins. They like just do voices for mannequins, and they just have it standing there, and it's really funny and creepy. Especially when they're like doing stuff that mannequins shouldn't do, like sex or eating, or they just like shove food in their face. Yeah, it's pretty great.
If you like crazy Japanese stuff, it's for you. It's from the Vermilion Pleasure Night show, but I think it was the most popular skit that the show did, so they gave it its own release.
They take these white people, and they're just like, we're gonna go live in Japan.
Yeah,
Like,
the mannequins are supposed to be white people,
yeah.
and the Japanese are basically just making fun of us, but it's
Yeah,
quite
it's pretty
hilarious.
great.
I like
love it. So that's what he sent to us.
Alright, we got the Tokyo Shock release for Attack the Gas Station. So I wanted this release for a long time because I've had this Korean one since the movie came out in like 04 or something like that. I bought this a long time ago. I'm going to pass this one off to someone who likes this kind of stuff, but since it was released on Tokyo Shock, I figured it'd be cooler to have it in the Tokyo Shock set that I got.
This is another one that he got for us. We watched it last night, and it is crazy. It's called That Little Monster. I would say it's a short film. It was like, what, 30 minutes?
50
What, really?
50
Yeah,
minutes.
okay, maybe not a short film, but it feels like a short film. Black and white, really freaky. It's about a babysitter who's watching this evil little demon monster baby. I don't know if you can see that, but that thing is fucking evil looking. It's scary. Yeah.
Alright, we got Bruce Campbell versus the Army of Darkness, the director's cut official bootleg. I wanted this for a while. It's got some special features that aren't on the rest of the Anchor Bay releases, but
Shoo-shoo.
just never got a hold of it, so that's pretty cool.
Next is Our Points. This was a Netflix watch that I fell in love with. Oddly enough, you don't really see that many like war ghost story movies, and this is one of them. It's crazy. It is really spooky. They did a really good job. Super eerie. Yeah, it was nuts. It was really good.
Next, we got Mercy. This is an unearthed film. It's one of the few that I was still missing, so I'm that much closer now. I think I'm about ready to do the unearthed video. I'm only missing, I think, 2 other releases.
What is he doing?
I don't know. I was messing with the blinds. All right.
Next is the Steelbook for Live Free or Die Hard. This is cool. This is our second one that we have now. That is awesome.
Next, we got Beer Drinkers in Space. Now, I haven't seen this yet, but I'm very much looking forward to watching it. I heard about it a long time ago, just never got around to picking it up. The only thing I know about it is that it was made by some guys who worked at Disneyland. They all worked at Disneyland together, and they were all friends, and they decided to make a science fiction film. Now, I think they used stuff from Disneyland in this film, but I don't know. When I watch it, I'm sure I'll review it, because it's the perfect kind of crazy, I think.
Okay. This is one of my favorite movies that I've watched on Halloween ever since I was a kid. If you've seen it before, you know how fucking long this movie is. It's Stephen King's Rose Red. I remember catching it on some television show, and it took me 8 hours to finish with fucking commercials. Let's see, it's 254 minutes, so add billions of commercials, and it takes all goddamn day. But I love this movie, and it's pretty much the only thing I like that he's done. So.
I like the Langoliers.
I haven't seen it yet.
All right, Spirited Killer Trilogy. I've seen the first one. I haven't seen the second or third. It's not very good. I just got it because it's some low-budget Thai martial art flicks.
From the action team of Ong Bak.
Yeah, later on these guys worked on Ong Bak and all those good ones. But when this was made, which is like the 80s, early 90s maybe, I don't even know. 94 to 98. Anyway, it's just, they're not good at all, but it's cool to have them because I like the work that they, I like to see what they progressed from.
This next one's just kind of a random one. No clue what it is. I think he just threw it in there, but look, it says nearly 30 years ago in rural Oklahoma.
So we got an Oklahoma horror flick.
Yeah. The Fun Park. No clue. It has a clown on it, which means I'll probably be afraid. And yeah. There you go.
All right, the last thing he sent is animal soup, and we had been asking him about it for a while. He sent us the link not too long ago, but he picked us up a copy, and he even got it signed to us from the director, and that's really cool. That's something that's definitely special, and this is the lucky recipient of the letter. We always put the letter in whatever item we like the most from a package, because everyone always throws a letter in there, so we always put it in the coolest thing we got from that package. So that's Animal Soup. I might talk about this one too. I've heard a few people review it already, but sounds like it's going to be crazy. Alright, want to do our good, bad, and unusual?
Yeah, let's do that.
Alright, our good choice is going to be The Butcher Boy. We got this from a friend from Ireland, and we had not seen or heard of it.
I loved it.
I absolutely loved it. Ireland looks like a very beautiful place. Just very scenic and very green. It just the cinematography alone was beautiful.
And like running through the forest, everything's just green and gorgeous.
And it seems like everything is on the coast.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know. I don't know really much about it, but I'd love to go.
Anyway, the story follows a young boy and his best friend, and it follows him
throughout his life.
Pretty much throughout his life, and it just shows you pretty much bad thing after bad thing after bad thing that happens to this kid, and it basically leads to him killing someone. Then he does time in prison, and at the end of the film, it's him as an adult coming out of prison. But it's actually really, really sad, but at the same time, it's a comedy. A lot of stuff in the movie is funny, but the situation itself is not funny. Yeah,
like, you feel bad for this kid. You're like, oh my god, I would hug you, little boy, because you just get shit on every single day. Yep. His dad's a drunk. His mom's like crazy and suicidal. He has his best friend, which he latches onto for like dear life, and he starts getting into trouble, and they send him away to a school, and then he misses the connection with his best friend, and it pretty much just kills him. Yeah, that's pretty much the last straw. Everything goes downhill after that. He tries to find his friend who goes off to high school, and he goes there, and his friend's like, "No, man, I'm not your friend." All right, that is The Butcher Boy. Really good, highly recommended. Definitely check it out. Bad. Now this movie is probably pretty good, but the transfer and the
the quality of this is really, really poor. And it is The Wizard of the Lost Kingdom. Now, this is a sword and sorcery flick with cyclopses, magic,
It was dumb.
wizards. It's cool. I like the sword and sorcery
I
stuff.
do too, but I didn't like this one.
I mean, look what he's writing. Look at that.
Yeah.
It's pretty much the
Storyline
best.
is just... It's so predictable.
It's very predictable,
God.
but my biggest gripe is that the DVD-R transfer, because this was only released on VHS, is not even a good VHS transfer. It's like a bad VHS transfer.
Fuzzy and not good.
Definitely too fuzzy. All right.
Last one? Okay.
Yes.
Is a box set that I received autographed on a sweet little auction that I picked up for like $10. It's Full Metal Panic, and it's signed by the voice actors for Kaname Chidori and Sergeant Sosuke. She signed it right there, and he signed it right there. I saw this like years ago and loved it, and then just randomly saw it on eBay and had to pick it up. I don't like to drop money on anime. It's always so fucking expensive.
Yeah.
So, I just don't. I watch it on Netflix or I borrow it and then don't buy it. So, yeah. Yay.
That's a cool find.
Yeah.
All right.
Last thing?
Okay.
No, second to
You
last.
want to do
thing.
it? Second to last. What do we got left?
Just
that.
the vacation thing.
Okay.
So, second to last.
All right. We're gonna try and make this less than 15 minutes. I'm sorry that this is running stupid long. Anyway, this is a bunch of VHS that I'm getting rid of. We don't want it. We're gonna offer it to you guys first, and if anybody wants to trade for it, we're gonna do that. If you guys don't want it, it's just gonna get listed on eBay. Anyway, these are all VHS tapes of movies that have no DVD release. That's the reason I kept them for so long. But I'm pretty much done with VHS. I'm gonna pretty much trade off or sell all.
Yeah, we don't even have a VHS player,
Yeah.
so.
I'm done with it. So, America 3000 is the first one. And this is in some sort of stupid, big, thick, black thing. It's a cut box. Probably an X rental, judging by that sticker. Anyway, it plays fine. I've watched all of these one time, and they all play. They're good. This is a great post-apocalyptic one.
Next is Thou Shalt Not Kill Except. This is the Anchor Bay release. This is one that's more sought after.
Yeah, it had a pirated DVD release
Yes.
on Amazon. But yeah, it's got the cool clamshell still. It's all good. Moontrap. This has Bruce Campbell in it. He fights an alien robot on the moon or some crazy shit like that. It's good. I liked it a lot.
This is some weird animation from around the world kind of thing. Britannica Beauty and the Beast. This was a random thrift store find, and I'd love to watch it, but I don't have a VHS player. And this shows you the country where each one is from. There's a shit ton of them, too. I think they're cool.
Next is Arena. This is a movie about a dude who basically boxes aliens from other galaxies. It is an X rental. It plays fine. It's all good. I got a DVD-R copy on the way, so I can't wait to have that. This one's really weird. This is just straight bizarre.
I don't know anything about those two.
Alright, Barefoot Gin, an anime. I think it had a very limited DVD release. It's quite expensive on Amazon. Even the VHS is still expensive on Amazon. And the last one is Radioactive Dreams. This just got a German special edition DVD release. It's like some sort of, I think it's a 3-disc set or something. I don't know. But it's still unreleased here. And honestly, I can't even find a link for that German set. But I got a buddy who picked it up for me. And we're doing a trade, so I'm going to have this one on DVD finally, which is cool because this is a really great post-apocalyptic film. That's it. The last minute, we're going to ask for recommendations for anything along the East Coast. We're planning a trip. We're going to go... We live in North Carolina. I'm sure a lot of you guys already know that because we've traded and stuff. So we live in wonderful North Carolina.
So
we want to go north and stay along the East Coast or the eastern side and see anything that's cool, anything that you guys know about that is a must-see. We've already got a lot of stuff planned. Like we're going to go to Salem. We're going to check out the Salem Witch Museum. There's a giant garbage museum. I am going to check that out. I want to see monsters made out of trash cans.
There's a
and
giant
shit.
cockroach somewhere.
Yeah,
like,
we found the world's largest statue of a bug, which is like 60 feet tall. It's a giant cockroach.
Like stand
We're going
on
to check
his head.
that out. All kinds of crazy stuff. So if you know of anything crazy along the East Coast, please let us know. We'll try and work that into our little trip. It's going to be a really long, awesome trip.
Yes.
Well, that is going to do it for us. I know this ran long. I'm sorry. Everyone have a great 4th of July. Take it easy.